shaking. Oh, man. Hello. How do I even do this? Hi. It's Monday, the 21st of February, 2022. I haven't smoked a pipe in months. I haven't been on YouTube in months. People have been asking, where are you? What are you doing? Why aren't you on the YouTube? And the short answer is, I haven't felt like it. You know, you got to smoke a pipe, you gotta be in like a mood. And I just haven't been in the mood in months. Sorry. It's a pandemic and I'm a healthcare worker. Sorry. But on my way home from work, I was just like, I'd like to have a pipe. So yeah, I think I'll have one. Oh, here's the comments. People are here. Pipe smoking deputy. Hello, all hail the mayor and Hobbiton Piper. Well, hello, Derek. Let me get this. There we go. It's smoking little thing. Let's see. Boontar sounds like my wife. Hasn't been in the mood in months. Your wife. Hey, what's up, Boontar? Legend. Chris Garcia says, hello, Mayor. Well, hello. I am going to have a pipe. I've got my Sparky's pipe Buell Dog. I got one of these little. I've got custom made tampers all over the place, but it's like the little nail. Eleazar says, "Hey man, welcome back." Well, thank you. So, just gonna see if this little our early morning live streams attract people, and they're still here. So hello, welcome. I've got 2016 Viprati. This is like a Virginia Perique thing from like smokingpipes.com. So I'm gonna have one of these here in the office. So how's everybody else been? I've been okay. It's been a challenge. The past couple years have been a challenge, and it's been a big. It's had big effects on my life, my personal life. Let's see, the pipe smoker. Good morning. Apologize to no one. Fabulous that you're around. We need your input. Power to the people. Was that what it says? The power to the people. Yeah. Well, thank you, the pipe smoker. The pipe smoker. Great name. We found you. You're the one. Yeah. The good news is I've retained my sense of humor. I've retained my voice. I just haven't felt the need to smoke lately. Past couple years. But I've kept all my tobaccos. I've kept all my pipes. Here in the office. So yeah, trying to load this pipe. That's what I've been doing. I've been loading a pipe for the past several minutes. So Viprati. Let's see. Bojo. Woohoo. DT is back. I am, and I'm gonna try to produce some videos on the regular, because it's been a while. If I that is if I can I still have my physical voice, of course, but as far as like the YouTube pipe community, I haven't really been much of a participant. Haven't been watching videos. Haven't been online much. I haven't been purchasing tobacco. Do I have anything to say? I don't know. Can I be funny and silly and entertaining? Sure, maybe. Mm. Whoops. It's a big draft hole. I caught a little. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like riding a bike. Hmm. Hobbiton. No worries. Just say what you want when you want. Smiley face. Well, thank you. Derek's Pipes and Cigars says, "What's up?" Now, I'm also Derek, and there is another Derek. I know it's not the most common name, but it's a name. Hello, Derek. I'm doing well. Mm. Now that is nice. Little Virginia, so it's a little sweet. You got some of the Perique. It's a little spicy. I think they make this with that Kentucky Burley as well. Hmm. Mm. Nice. Very mellow. Very pleasant. I remember trying this when it was new. It was a little bit more sharp, a little bit more, you know, a little more punchy. It's very nice. Jelly Duck 100 says, "Oh hi." Well, hello to you, Jelly Duck 100. Makes me wonder, were there other Jelly Ducks? Was that username very popular? Did you go for Jelly Duck 13? Sorry. Trying out all these jokes. I'm just a dad joke machine now, you know. Remember remember you were from Danny Black. Oh yeah. Danny and I go back a little ways. He's quite the oh, Danny Black's quite the entertainer. Yeah, I know him through Scott Donnelly, the Rambling Scotsman, my former podcast mate. Hey, we're talking with Derek, Scott, and Bob. Those were the days, the glory days. Brent says, "Hello there, fellow Texan. Long time no see." Well, thank you, Brent. Whereabouts, and I apologize if you've told me before, whereabouts you at, Brent, in the great state of Texas? The Not So Morning Show, yeah. I remember that. Back when there was joy in the world. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to get this tamped down correctly. You gotta tamp it down, but not too tight. If you tamp it down too tight and you close the draft hole, well, you're not gonna be smoking much. But if it's too loose, it goes out too easily. Mm. Just giving you thumbs up for you, dude. Thank you, Jelly Duck 100. Appreciate you. It's funny going to work and talking to people They're checking with people on their TikToks and their Snapchats. And I'm like, I ain't on that. And I was like, you guys ever heard of a thing called YouTube? And it's funny to tell people. It's like, yeah, I actually have a YouTube channel. And they're like, what? You? I'm like, yeah. They're like, I can see that. What's your channel about? I'm like, pipes? Pipe tobacco? Yeah. Jelly Duck's not a fan of the Snapchat. So, I guess there's 10 of us right now watching. Um, what do you want? What do you want to talk about? What do you want me to talk about? Oh, you can ask me anything. This is an open book. I'm an open book. You know, I have nothing to hide. Haven't smoked in a while. This is it's quite nice. Mm, very quiet. Yeah, very good. Very nice. Just let's see. Which Mcclellan blend do you miss the most now? Well, I mean, I got a lot of them still. How's work been? And you can do pipe reviews. Let's see. Work has been okay. Like the last couple of weeks, it's we're kind of back down to pre-surge levels. I'm now working in the ER. I used to be a charge nurse. I'm now full time in the emergency department. It's been a challenge, but I got it. And the Mcclellan that I would say that I will miss the most is the number 24. The Houston for Brent. Mcclellan's matured Virginia number 24, and but I have a decent stockpile of that, so shouldn't be too bad. M. Dinker says, "Hello, sir. How old were you smoking pipe for the first time when you started smoking pipes? Sorry about the English. Don't you worry, Mr. Dinker." Um, I got into pipe smoking in 2003 or 4. Yeah. Got some, no, 6. Yeah. Around that time. 2004, 2005, 2006. I was in the Air Force military, lived in San Antonio, had access to cigar shops, was kind of into that. And yeah, 2006, I was going to get out of the military. I was going to Iraq. So I decided I was going to try a pipe. Yeah, early 2000s. You got it. um, Purchased a cheap pipe. I have it set aside now. And bought some like Captain Black. It was terrible, and I did not get into it very good until after all of that. I really got into it like back in 2008, 2009. That's when I started to focus, and been doing it on and off ever since. Yeah, Houston, my birthplace. That's where I was born. No, no, not even a mile from the Houston Astrodome at Texas Women's Hospital. Iraq, close Kuwait. Yeah. My current rotation, Bojo. I haven't smoked since the last video I made, and I'm sure that was like 5 or 6 months ago. Smoking pipes. It just the mood hasn't hit me right. Like I said, I'm an ER nurse, and you know, most people associate pipe smoking with relaxation. It's like what they do to relax. And I guess I haven't really had that relationship with pipe smoking. It hasn't been the thing to relax me or calm me down. I just like to do it when I am relaxed and calm. But there's been a lot of tension in the world, tension in my life, and it's something that I've struggled with. I've been, I'm never far away from there. Let's see, Jelly Duck 100. I'm actually from Kuwait, where I live. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Um, yeah. Been through there a few times. In and out on my way in and out of Iraq. Very hot. Kuwait, hottest place I've ever been. um, but I love the people. I work with the doctor, Dr. Casey, who's from Baghdad, and when I spent 2 years in Iraq as a contractor, so I met many Iraqis, and very glad of them. Hi, Mr. T, and chat says Hermit Piper Tim. Well, hello, Hermit Piper Tim. Oh. So, yeah, the office here, it gets into various states of of disorganization. We do need to clean up stuff, but the pipe stuff is pretty well organized. The tins of tobacco, the jars, they're in the hutch. It's all good. Weather's like 21 degrees Celsius. Yeah, we're a little bit chillier than that at the moment, but um, it's gonna get up to, like, on Wednesday. We're gonna have a cold front come through, and high will be 0 Celsius. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. In other news, can't drink whiskey very much anymore. It kind of tears my stomach up. But no, you can't have any of my precious bourbons. I'm gonna save that stuff for special occasions and only, like, sip one, have one drink, one at a time. It's usually when I sit down and have like 3 or 4 drinks total that it really tears me up. But if I just have one, I think it'll be okay. We'll see. Let's see. And the National Day is coming in 25th. Well, very nice. I know we just had International Pipe Smoking Day yesterday. So, yeah. I guess I missed that. But, let's see. Hobbiton finally warmed up here in Missouri. And it should be in the 60s again today. Yeah, it's going to be into the 70s today and tomorrow, like 78. But then Wednesday we're going to get hit with a cold front. Let's see. And Mr. Dinker says, what's my daily pipe tobacco, the pipe I smoke the most from time to time? Well, as I've said, I have not smoked in a while. But the one that some of the tobaccos that I would turn to a lot, I enjoyed, like Escudo and Quiet Nights, stuff like that. Let's see. Bojo says it's 0 degrees, snowing in Wyoming, and it's a Stonehaven day. Awesome. Stonehaven, legendary tobacco, very nice. Let's see. This was very nice. Forget that some of this stuff actually can pack way, way down. So it felt like a full bowl, but it's like already down to that. Gamecock Piper. Mike from South Carolina, I believe. I'm enjoying some aged Viprati, which is a Virginia Perique blend from 2016. So very nice. When you retrohale, gives you a little extra boost of flavor. People are still watching this video that I made when I chewed on the betel nut last year. That Southeast Asian thing that you chew on. It's like their version of like cigarettes and chewing tobacco. It's you know it's their thing. I just dumped a pouch of it in my mouth, chewed on it for a minute, and spit it out. And people are still trying to tell me the proper way to do it. It's like I don't care. I'm not doing that anymore. Let's see, Mr. Dinker. Let's see, what'd you say? After being away from smoking a pipe and starting again, it kind of tastes a little smoky. Do you agree with that? Yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, it's always gonna be smoky. You're smoking, but it does take practice to kind of. It takes a little more experience to slow your smoking pace down and enjoy the taste of the smoke. Give me just a moment. I've got a dog barking. It never ends. Hold on. Oh, what are y'all doing, dogs? Just one more night. All right. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that. Here, I'm back. Don't go away. I'm still here. All right. Let's see. Did I miss any? Okay, that was it. So, all right. Yeah, it does take time to develop your smoking cadence properly so that you can maximize the taste of the tobacco. Because if you go too fast, it's just going to be hot smoke, burn your tongue, won't be enjoyable. If you slow it down, you get to pick out some of those nuanced flavors. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, here's a story. Um, because of COVID, the pandemic, it's forced me, it's forced a lot of people. Let's see. Oh, Jelly Duck says I'm better off still at Gaming Cafe. Have a nice pipe smoke. Well, thank you, Jelly Duck. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Um, it's forced me. I'm sure it's forced a lot of people to like reevaluate everything. Like, what am I doing with my life? So, when travel, live events got restricted, you realize you take a lot of stuff for granted. So my wife and I, we've made commitments once everything relaxes down. We're gonna get out there. We're gonna travel. We're gonna go places. We're gonna visit people. We're gonna go do things. I've got friends here locally, and we're gonna be doing vacations and trips. And another one of the things that I want to do more of is concerts. I love music. It's a huge part of my life. And I've been going to cons. We've been going to concerts more and more often the last few years. Billy Joel, Elton John, Cher. In Vegas. Brian Adams. We have Metallica, Megadeth. I mean, I've gone to a good number of shows. Dinker, you have a nice day as well. And Chris Garcia, enjoy life to the fullest. Absolutely. Boontar went to a concert on Saturday. I know some of this. I know he saw Ghost and Volbeat, which I've seen Ghost before. Um, but I had purchased tickets for myself to see Toto on March the 2nd. And on March 31st, I got tickets to see Rage Against the Machine with Run the Jewels. Um, very excited. I love Toto. 80s, Africa. It's great stuff. Hobbiton Piper, also looking to enjoy some live music this summer. Yes, absolutely do it. Um, so I have to blame Billy Idol because the Toto show that I was gonna go see was postponed. Journey is out and about touring this year. Hey Andrew, how's it going? Journey is doing their tour, and they have asked Toto and Billy Idol to support them on different dates. And so on the dates that Toto wasn't playing with Journey, they're doing other shows. Like so they're coming to my local area to do a show just them, just Toto, an evening with Toto on March 2nd. Well, Billy Idol got sick or something and get dropped from the tourney the tour with there's Glenn Drop Bear Woodworks. What's up, man? Uh, they had to drop Billy Idol from the tour, and so they asked Toto to pick up the remaining dates. So on March 2nd, instead of appearing at the Wagner Noel Performing Arts Center in Midland, Texas, Toto is going to be opening for Journey in Detroit. And my show that I get to go see has been postponed till February 2023. Boo. I'm still going to go, but man, Billie Eilish. Yeah, Billy Idol. Billy Idol. And then Rage Against the Machine, Run the Jewels. Rage Against the Machine has not played a show in 10 years. And their very first show was to be March 31st in El Paso, Texas. I have tickets. I have a ticket. I was going to see the first Rage show in 10 years. But they canceled like the first 2 weeks of their return tour. So they're going to start up in April, like the 15th at Coachella. And they're going to continue with the rest of their tour. And the El Paso show has been rescheduled for next year. Again. So, yeah. But I'm thinking I'd like to go see Styx. And they're going to be performing with REO Speedwagon and Loverboy in Dallas and in Austin this July around my birthday. So we're probably going to go see that. Probably do that. And probably another one. I think Ramstein's going to be in San Antonio in September. Would love to see them. Pyrotechnics. So, yeah. Want to do more want to do more of the things for sure because when you miss out on it, it's not good. Chris has seen both Speedwagon and Styx. They put on a good show. I believe it. And Loverboy, they had a few pretty good hits. Would not wouldn't be sorry to see them as well. So I think we're gonna do that. That'll be our big one this summer. Let's see. Andrew would like to see Chevelle, but they're not playing near me as of now. Volbeat would be fun. Yeah, I like Volbeat. I know someone in the chat just got to see Volbeat on Saturday with Ghost. Man, that's a good, that has to be a great show. Hmm. Do I always make those noises, I wonder? Well, we're 30 minutes in. We're having a good time. We saw comedian Tom Segura a couple weeks ago. That was great. That was a funny show. Bojo says Tool was my last show. Ah, that had been great. Buntar says true story. Yeah, I feel blessed. I feel like I've I've got to see some interesting shows. I had some interesting experiences. You know, so um, happy to uh, happy to continue with that. Donald Graham says good morning. Good morning, Donald. Everyone, Donald says good morning. So yeah, looks like I'm back on the YouTube. I'm sure it's been like 5 months since I've even picked up a pipe. So Donald says, listening to you and watching you while on the road this morning using my Bluetooth on my work van. That is awesome. When you listen to Derek Tant at work, it makes you at least 25% more productive. And you can and if your boss has a problem with that, you refer them to me and I will gladly repeat that statistic to them. Boontar's going for doggy diapers. Catch y'all later. Well, sounds like there's another story there. If y'all don't know, Boontar is a longtime member of the YouTube pipe community. Been around much longer than I have, and you know, much more well known, and a lot cooler guy than me. But he is also one of my like in real life best friends, and so one of the reasons that the YouTube pipe community is so near and dear to my heart. I've met some of the finest people on earth here. Like it's a place. But yeah, the YouTube pipe community platform, very near and dear to me, even though I'm, you know, quite absent. Hobbiton says a long break resets the palate nicely, and you should revisit some old blend favorites. Oh, absolutely. I think that's a good idea. Donald agrees. Um, yeah, I'm gonna bust out them jars. Let's see. Donald Hughes says howdy from Houston. Well, this is a President's Day, not the Mayor's Day. I didn't plan it. I didn't plan that. Nor was, and yesterday was International Pipe Smoking Day. I didn't really plan that. I was just driving home from work, listening to a little Motley Crue, and something just was like, boing. It's like, you should have a pipe. I was like, I feel like having a pipe, so I'm having a pipe. And because I'm not quite a narcissist, but I love the attention. So it's like, well, you have a pipe, you might as well broadcast it on the internet for all to see. So here we are. Do think we're nearing the end of this bowl. TV show recommendations. Um, I like to recommend these. Let's see, Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. Great stuff. If you're on the Disney Plus, just discovered the Yellowstone, so you know, enjoying that. Peacemaker on HBO Max and The Gilded Age on HBO Max. Great stuff. So, those are shows that I find rather entertaining. Let's see. Donald Graham says, Mandalorian series is awesome and can't wait for new season. Donald Hughes, the Donalds are busy this morning, says Reacher. I've heard of that and I'm gonna check it out. Bojo says, where are folks selling their tins these days? Looking for some Mcclellan blends. I don't know. I would check maybe Reddit or Facebook groups. Let's see. Oh, Chris is waiting for May for the Obi-Wan series. Yes. I want to see that. I've had some folks, contacting me wanting to know if I'm selling any more of my Mcclellan stuff, and I am not selling Mcclellan. I did have a rather large giveaway where I let people have like the pick of anything in my cellar, and it was a very big giveaway. I enjoyed it, and I think a lot of people were into it. I think 9 or 10 people, were able to get like some good stuff. Unicorn blends, even I divided the winners. There were like the big winners who got to get got all the cool stuff, but even the lower tiered winners who were like just gonna get like a regular tin of whatever I had, I still included like little samples of whatever they wanted. Even if it's just little samples of Mcclellan and esoterica stuff like that. I know I'm a hero. I'm just kidding. Donald Hughes says, "Yeah, good luck. McClellan's getting very hard to find. It certainly is. It was getting pretty hard the year that it shut down. So if I remember correctly, you can get lots of like super expensive stuff on eBay. I don't know if they're still allowing that, but yeah." Just depends on what you're looking for. But, let's see. Donald Graham says, Miss Carter Hall, and it was a simple smoke. It was a good everyday. Yeah, get the Chatham Manor from Pipes and Cigars. I think that's a good replica. Let's see. Hobbiton Piper's got some good advice. He says if you go to pipe shows, you might be able to find some McClellans. And I guess Pipe Stud has some stuff. Oh, no tobacco on eBay, says Hobbiton. So pipestud.com. Yeah, there's ways to get it, but you're gonna pay. And yeah, I get people reaching out to me from time to time asking if I would be willing to sell. And I don't. If you ever show up to my house, I'll be happy to share with you. But I don't want to sell it. Boontar confirms no tobacco sales on the eBay. I think it was already like kind of like against their policy, but they were still allowing it because you could write like the value, the contents, the tobacco is not the important part. It's the valuable packaging, which is collectible. Donald Hughes says, smoke some Captain Black grape, and then everything else will taste as good as McClellan. Amen. Still like Escudo still exists. There's still Sam Gowith. There's still Rattray. There's still like some, GLPs. There's still tons of great tobacco out there that is as good or better than Mcclellan. I just think that it just has passed into legend. But when it was readily available, it sat on shelves forever. I mean, Frog Morton's been around for a long time, and people when it was out and McClellan was like existing. You know, there were very few people that were just like losing their minds over McClellan's. You know, um, it's good. There's no doubt about it. It's great, but so is a lot of stuff. So, um, I know FOMO is a thing, fear of missing out. Don't worry about it. If you can't get it, or if it's too expensive, don't worry about it. There is no tobacco out there that's just gonna like. If you find yourself a tin of, McClellan, Virginia Woods, let's see, I don't know how much, or like Frog Morton Cellar. Yeah, here you go. Here's a tin of Frog Morton Cellar from 2016. I don't know how much this would go for. I don't know, probably like $100 now. I don't know. It's good. I mean, it's great, but I don't feel like I should. Oh, let's see. The Hobbiton Piper says the Virginias were really special in my opinion, but yes, lots of other great stuff out there. Yeah, the Virginias, the McClellan Virginias, yeah, they're really good stuff. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's I don't think if you find a because I've had like 20-year-old aged McClellan tobaccos, and they're good. But it didn't melt my brain. I didn't go like, I didn't have a seizure and die in ecstasy. It's like no. I mean, it's like it's pretty good. it's tobacco. I mean, I've spent a lot of time on my channel saying, you don't need that stuff, kid. What's the one that I like, Savinelli's Doblone Doro? Let me see. Let me find those tins. I'm still here. Man, like that's the stuff you should be like stocking up on. Let's see. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Got it. Like this. Like, man, I can't wait to like open one of these up in like 20 years and see what this is like. This is like the formulation of the original Bell's Three Nuns. I mean, like that's the stuff that. This is the legit stuff. Chip says, "Good morning, folks. Hope everyone is well." Like Escudo, man. I mean, this stuff is available. It's dirt cheap. I mean, get it, age it, buy 2 tins at a time. Smoke one, save one. Build your cellar up. I mean, I've been doing that. It doesn't cost a ton of them. I mean, it can. It costs whatever you put into it, but you buy some to smoke, buy some to save. Soon you got yourself a huge cellar, and you're the envy of everybody. But yeah, I mean, there's collecting and chasing blends. It's fun. It's a big part of any hobby is finding the unicorn, finding the deal, finding getting the thing, setting up a display, building a collection. That's part of any hobby. Pipe tobacco, pipe smoking, pipe collecting. It ticks so many boxes for hobbyists because you're like you can find you can hunt for the pipes. You can hunt for the tobacco. You can make a hobby out of like finding old pipes and restoring them. You can make a hobby out of making your own pipes. You can make a hobby out of like going to antique stores and eBay and garage sales and finding old pipes and restoring them to new. I mean, there's so much that you know that hobby mindset. Being a collector, being a completionist. I mean, there's so much that ticks. Pipe smoking and pipe collecting. It just ticks all those boxes. And so I get the FOMO of like, oh, there's a Mcclellan's that this guy's selling for $150. Is it worth it? I mean, it it probably is not going to be worth it for the taste alone, for the smoking experience alone, but being able to hunt it down and get it and put it on your shelf and make an Instagram post and be able to say I have this that's where it might be worth it. But if you're talking strictly smoking experience, maybe not. Chris Garcia says, between cigars and pipe tobacco, I'm comfortable where I'm at, lol, but always on the lookout for more. But as long as my financial advisor, my wife, is taken care of with what she wants. Yeah. That's another thing. You can sink so much money. You can sink as much or as little money into this as you want. I mean, I've got some $50, $100 bottles of bourbon, and I'm basically pretty much done hunting down bourbons. And if some show up in my local store, like a bottle of Eagle Rare that I can pay a reasonably good price for, then yeah, I'll get something like that. But I'm not gonna be trying to get into lotteries and try to get a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle or get the latest and greatest of whatever. I can't do it. Maybe I should get into wine. Maybe go down to the Texas Hill Country and check out check out different wines. Build a wine cellar. I mean, that's what this room was originally supposed to be when they redid it. Like, I guess they wanted. There was something when they were flipping this house and renovating it. They had a potential buyer who was like, "This room should be the wine cellar, and you could make a little window thingy, a little deal." And so this was gonna be the wine cellar. There is no wine in here except for, well, there was the wine that I made with grape juice from Walmart and added sugar and Red Star wine yeast. But yeah, I guess I could turn this into a wine cellar. It's just that we don't really drink wine. We've tried going to like wine tastings and get into that, but we didn't really get educated. Those wineries near Fredericksburg, Texas, all it is just hourly workers like, they say that this is a good one. You should try this one. This is our cab. I'm like, so. I need like a good winemaker to be like, you gotta swirl it for 3 seconds, and then you gotta sip it a certain way and let it coat your tongue and blah blah blah. Chris says bourbon and whiskey is better. I mean, I agree. The taste is great, but gastrointestinal difficulties. I'm 41 years old now, and I can't afford to have a messed up stomach. Let's see, the wine you make when you drop a full jar and it breaks. Oh yeah, we could have plenty of wine in here if I dropped. Well, what's that? Oh, that's just my Stonehaven stash. Hit on the floor, gotta throw it away. No, I would never be that careless with my tobacco. I still respect it. My pipes and my tobaccos, they're all very carefully stored and displayed. All that good stuff. I would never disrespect the leaf. Oh man. Getting near the end of this bowl. Ah. Well. But this was just a very pleasant, nice uh, bowl of tobacco. It was really, really nice. Very pleasant. I probably should. Excuse me. Donald Hughes is accusing me of being too young. I'm still a youngster. I know, but doesn't change the fact that whiskey tears my belly up. Well, now I forgot what I was gonna say. It was another another symptom. Yeah. Now I don't even know what I was gonna say. Speechless. What? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, too young. Always respect the leaf. No, I'm not too young. Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'm. I was never one of those people that thought, "Oh, you're 30 years old. You gotta be old." No, I was never. I was never that. Yeah. I could stand to drop some pounds and get back on the rowing machine and the kettlebell and get back into a fit lifestyle, but like you got to be careful with that. I mean, I nearly wound up in the hospital last week because I ate too many chia seeds. I tried to make a chia seed pudding, I was trying to make different chia seed puddings because I'm trying to incorporate more fiber into the diet, and I just kind of absent-mindedly had too much of it without drinking enough water, and like I wound up nearly uh, stopping myself up. I had to go like 2 days without having any food just to let it kind of ease ease out. So yeah, that was I had a week's worth of difficulties just because I got a little, I jumped into the healthy eating too eagerly, and I wasn't even trying to do that. I was like, Derek, you gotta if you're gonna eat healthy, you gotta make you gotta make small changes. You don't want to jump in with both feet. You'll burn yourself out. You get too much. Yeah, I know, Boontar. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat more chia seeds, but I had too many at one. And I had too much at one time. Twin Dad Piper says he misses my videos. Well, thank you. Donald Hughes says he dropped 125 pounds once with nothing but a signature. Divorce is a serious weight loss program. Ah, that's a good one. Yeah. Fortunately, I won't be doing that. My wife, who's also roughly around 125 pounds, she is a delightful lady, and I will be keeping her as long as I can. Putar, I don't want to hear your excuses. Putar, if I'm the kettle, you're the pot, or I'm the pot and you're the kettle. All right, we all need to be. We could probably all make some changes and become more fitter. You know. So yeah, so I hear wine. Texas has like a an emerging wine scene. So you know maybe I ought to check that out and try getting into wine. It's a little bit easier on the stomach. This is a tobacco channel. No more talking about pot. Yeah, it's funny how tobacco has become kind of villainized. It's more like cigarettes, really. I mean, pipe tobacco is still kind of immune from the public, you know, decrying of tobacco and big tobacco industry. But you know, tobacco's on the way down. The pot's on the way up. Lano, Texas has decent wine. Yeah, no, there's like I think I've had some. Um, I think that's the brand, right? Lano. I've had some of that stuff. I one time, I once went to the store and just bought a couple of bottles of wine, and it was a night off, and I just opened the bottle and I just sat and drank the whole bottle over a long period of time. It was like, well, it's not bad. I could get into this. Am I a wine person now? No, Derek. Just downing a whole bottle in one night doesn't make you a uh, doesn't make you a wine person. Yeah, a brand, yes, but locations. Well, yeah, I've been through Llano, kind of out there on the edge of the Texas Hill Country. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, we've done a few of the 10 years ago. We did some. Went to a few of the wineries out near Fredericksburg. From what I understand, they finally figured out that I guess Texas, the wine growing climate in Texas is very similar to like Spain and Portugal, and so they're starting to get they're getting the grapes that grow well in Spain and Portugal. They're growing those here and starting to have better quality wines. So the industry is on its way up, I guess. But I won't be. Let's see. Donald Hughes says Shiraz and Beaujolais are my favorite wine types. Well, I'm just surprised, Donald, that I know that I've even heard of those, and I know how to know how to pronounce them. I've seen some of those sommelier documentaries, like Somm. Those are very interesting. Just to see the amount of work and study that they go into that. They like the sommelier exam. Like they gotta like just blind taste some wines, and then they gotta figure out what kind of grape it is, where it's from, what the region is, and you know like what year it's from. I was like, geez, how do you even know? But they'll be like, well, it's got this tastes like a very good Spanish red Tempranillo. I don't know. That was a fun bit, but now it's over. Yeah. Not a wine guy, not yet. But all these, let's see, sounds Canadian. Sommelier, sommelier. Yeah. Mr. Freeze. Good morning, Derek. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Freeze. And yeah, welcome to everyone. We've been building a little bit of viewership over the last hour. I've been on, yeah, almost an entire hour. Been smoking some Viprati from that's Russ Roulette from Pipes and Cigars. That's like his line of tobacco. It's a good Virginia Perique blend. Got my Sparky's pipe, uh, bulldog ish thing. I got my butane old boy lighter. So, we're having a good time. We're discussing, I don't know, the pandemic. We're discussing wine. We're discussing whiskey, to TV shows. I mean, you name it. We're talking about it. We're talking about Kuwait and Iraq. I mean, talking about concerts. Going to see, Toto. And, I mean, we're hitting all the topics. We're hitting all the topics. It's what we're here for. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. To entertain and inform and, occasionally show off pipes, tobacco, and all that stuff. And by the way, I thank everyone for the thumbs up that y'all've done. That's very nice. It's a very nice gesture. So if you've been enjoying this video, be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and blah 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 blah. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified of any time. Oh man, the number of likes just shot up. Thank you. Oh, it's a new era on YouTube. There's so many ads. I don't think I would. I think I tried to monetize for like a few months, and then they just demonetized my whole channel. Like I monetized like after I hit 5,000 subscribers, and then like they demonetized every single video, so I had to like manually remonetize them, and then they just demonetized everything later. So I was like, well, they're still making money off me, but they don't want me to have it. So YouTube owes me $100 for all the ads that they've run. I guess if I fill out my Google ad thing, they can send me $100, but it's not worth it. I mean, maybe it will. Maybe it is. I don't know. $100 is $100 that I earned on this platform. Let's see. Riley Holmes says, so how was First Amendment? You did the first impressions, but not a full review. Oh, man. Like, gonna hate me. Is it right here? Is this it right here? Oh, man, it's just been sitting here. I didn't even seal it up. It's still, like, moist. Ooh. It's like still here. Uh, my impressions are usually just like mini reviews. I guess I'll have to go back and try that. I'm sorry, Riley. I have not had a pipe in like the last video I made. So whenever my last video was, that was the last time I smoked a pipe. I've just been distracted. I was hitting on this point earlier in the video, but as y'all may know, I am a healthcare worker. I am a emergency room nurse at a small rural critical access hospital. Yeah, it's $100 in pipe tobacco sitting there. I mean, I got all the pipe tobacco I need, Mr. Freeze. I mean, I'm well stocked. Molto dolce moist or just damp? Yeah, no, it's dampish. It's not molto dolce. Get out of here with that. So yeah, I haven't been in the mood to smoke. I guess I really need to like redefine my relationship with pipe smoking and relaxing. I know a lot of people smoke pipes to help them relax. Like they are tense and they sit down and they smoke and that helps them to relax. But for me, I like to be relaxed when I sit down to smoke, and I do a lot of smoking on YouTube, and it's a very social kind of thing for me. So I have to kind of be in the mindset first, I guess. So maybe I should redefine that and maybe allow the allow the process of pipe smoking be the relaxing agent for me. Hillbilly Piper says, "Hello, Derek. Good to see you again." Well, thank you, Hillbilly Piper. I appreciate that, and I appreciate everybody who who says who's been here. Donald Hughes says, "Scott and White, you don't need to answer." No, I don't work for Scott and White. I live in Big Spring, Texas, and I work at a small rural hospital 20 miles west on the interstate in Stanton called Martin County Hospital. We're right between Big Spring and Midland, Texas. Hawkeye Guy says, "Hey man, good to see you back making videos. Do you still recommend Chatham Manor?" Absolutely. And I even mentioned it earlier in this video because I guess Carter Hall doesn't exist anymore. And I think I've heard that, but I guess I forgot. But yeah, that's like a good, easy, no fuss. That's like that's one of my well behaved tobaccos that's great for beginners. It's just right moisture, right cut, right out the tub. It's like good to go. BYGG1007 says, "Hey from Norway." Well, hello from the United States. But my point is that I'm a you know there's been a pandemic, the COVID, and we've had surges where we go from um, let's see, Donald Hughes, you were there once. The boiler inspector, y'all passed. Great, thank you. I'm glad you passed us. That building, our hospital was built in 2012, so I'm hoping it works. We do have good heat during the wintertime, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, this has been a time. I've had days where we've had weeks and months during the pandemic where everything was like kind of normal, things settled down, and then there's been times where just the work is soul crushing and demanding, and it's horrifying, and you just kind of question everything. And a lot of people in let's see, Hawkeye Guy says Norway is killing it in the Olympics. I'd love to visit there. I believe Norway is just the most beautiful country. All the fjords. Oh, it's gorgeous. I like to watch those. I like to watch YouTube travel videos, and it's just, yeah, Norway is up there. Michio says, "Hello, Derek. I'm Mitch from Cebu, the Philippines." Very nice. And Jalopy says, "Good to see you, bro. God bless." Well, thank you. And a lot of people in the YouTube pipe community, and this is where I might lose some of y'all, and and I don't intend to, and I'm gonna choose my words carefully here. There's a lot of people in the YouTube pipe community that have also befriended me on Facebook, and my like political beliefs and things have shifted a little bit, but a lot of people um, in the YouTube pipe community are rather like on the conservative side of things, and that's fine. I grew up very politically conservative. I kind of fall more towards libertarian these days, but I do have some more liberal progressive leanings. But a lot of people are like, I've seen a lot of people who are very in the community, but very, very vocal, anti a lot of stuff. Believing COVID is kind of a doesn't exist, or it's not real, and that like, you know, I'm I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but like, I think COVID is real. It's absolutely real. I've seen it. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not saying this for sympathy, but my ex-wife, she passed away from it last year, and it's been very tough on my son. That's and it's a tough thing, and I believe that your vaccination status, whatever, yeah, that should be your choice. Absolutely, I think that COVID is real, but I do believe that it has been weaponized and manipulated by the government and the news media to like manipulate the masses. However, it doesn't mean that like everything about it is fake and that it doesn't exist. But a lot of people around here believe that. So there's a lot of like I see a lot of negativity on Facebook and other social media, and it's just kind of soured. It had for a long time. It kind of just I didn't want to get into it, and I didn't really want to be on YouTube and talk about it. But now I'm in a better place. We're all healing, and I know there will probably be more surges, and and it sucks. COVID sucks. It's terrible. It's changed our lives. It's we our my life is completely different. It's completely changed 100%. Will never be the same. And that's a fact. And I hate it, but I'm trying to make it a positive. So I've missed some comments, and I'll say no more about it for now. Let's see. Donald says if he gets close to Boris the Piper, he's going to go to Finland. Very nice. And then Hillbilly Piper's wife is from Manila. Let's see. Trance in Texas. He has guns by default. Hawkeye guy says, thank you for all your work in healthcare. I have a good friend in the medical profession, and it's a crazy time. Thanks for your dedication. Well, thank you. Chip says, that's terrible. Sorry for your loss. I appreciate it. Hillbilly says, that's great, and he'll marry. Hillbilly's going to, and Mitch is going to get married this April with a young lady from Cebu. So, and I say all that because I'm not looking for sympathy or accolades or anything like that. I'm just telling you what's up. It's the state of things, the state of the pandemic, and people's views on it has kind of made me not really want to get on YouTube. I've taken some pictures at work before, like wearing a face mask, and it's you post it on like Instagram, and people are like, "What are you doing with that face condom on your? What are you doing with that condom on your face?" It's like, don't do that. It's not. I could go into in depth conversation about stuff, and I've talked to people, and I've been able to tell people the truth and share the facts about things, and it's I've had a lot of productive conversations with people, but there's a lot of closed-minded folks out there. Let's see. Old Spirit says, what's up, man? Long time no see. Absolutely. Howdy. I'm back. I just was on my way home from work, decided to have a pipe, sit down to have a pipe. We gotta, I'm Derek Tant. I'm the mayor, right? Got to get on the YouTube, and so I kind of feel like I feel like I could get back into pipe smoking. I haven't picked up a pipe in several months. Haven't felt like it. Now I'm feeling like it. I'm trying to be more upbeat. Like I said, the last couple of years has been very hard on all of us. It's been hard on the world, and arguing and fighting and that getting mad at Trump, getting mad at Biden. It just is not. I have no patience for people who say F Trump and your let's go Brandon. I have no. I've gotten. I don't. It is so. I hate it. And I know a lot of people in the community are very political minded and very vocal about it, and I just didn't want to get too caught up in that. So anyway, let me see. Island Piper, my good buddy Jamin says, "What's up? How you doing, buddy?" Hillbilly Piper says, good to see you again. I have to get the fishing poles cleaned up. Happy smokes, brother. And to all, happy puffing. Great job, Hillbilly Piper. That is a great, that's setting your priorities. Get out, fish. Get out and do the things that you enjoy. Donald says, tell him it's an attempt to be to not be the next Typhoid Mary. That, yeah, I mean, there's absolutely. And then Raymond says, good to see you on the YouTubes. Thanks for doing a live stream. Always enjoy your content. Well, thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that. And again, I appreciate everybody who's been willing to join me on these little live streams where I just talk about anything and everything. You know, we're talking about, what are we talking about? We talk about TV shows and the pandemic and concerts. Let's see. Mitch says he changed the channel, so he lost subscribers. Well, sorry to hear that, man. Gotta get back out there. Anyway, I hope to. Yeah, I've been a bad mayor, but I haven't really been watching a lot of pipe videos. So I hope the YouTube pipe community itself is still up and running and strong and everything. Donald Graham says, I would say I agree with your political views and opinions should not be brought into the simple enjoyment of pipe tobacco and pipes. Absolutely. Chris says you should do a Hey We're Talking reunion. I would love to do that. We were talking about, I mean, a reunion would be fun. It'd be even better if we could reboot the show. My idea was just call it Hey We're Disagreeing instead of Hey We're Talking, because there's so many things out there now that we could just disagree about. We could have an argument. There's three of us. One could be the moderator and the other two could just argue, and every episode could be an argument about something or something we disagree about. But I don't know. I think everybody's lives have changed, so you know. Donald Graham says, if you ever make your way up towards Arkansas, the hot springs area, you gotta holler at me, and I'll fire up the barbecue. We'll have a drink and a smoke. That sounds lovely, Donald. And yeah, if I've been to the hot springs area, and I hear that. I mean, I haven't been there in a long time, but I understand it's lovely, and the hot springs, like the old bathhouses, still are there, and some of them are still like you could still go get like a hot spring bath, you know, like I mean, wear your swimsuit or something like that. But that does sound pretty cool. I am always down for a barbecue and hanging out with smokers. I usually find myself just heading to Nashville. My brothers live there. I have so much paid time off built up. Let's see. Oh, Donald Hughes says, y'all want politics? Wait for the tailgate on Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time, through my channel. I'm a bit crazy, though. Yeah, well, if y'all are, yeah, Donald Hughes, plug your stuff. Yeah, if you got YouTube videos and you do live streams, yeah, plug your stuff here. I have a hard time because I work at night. You know, I'm gone half the evenings, so when I'm home, my wife and I like to spend time together and watch our shows. We're currently together. We're going through Yellowstone. We're in season 2, and The Gilded Age on HBO. I like Yellowstone. That's a fun one. Don't mess with Rip. I mean, why are people messing with Rip? That dude is crazy. He will mess you up. Don't mess with Rip. But they always want to mess with Rip. Don't do it. She's always messing with Rip on Yellowstone. Don't do it. My hot take. Yeah. And of course, if anybody's ever coming through a Big Spring, Texas, you just be sure to contact me. Um, that's happened quite a few times. I've met up with a few people that are passing through. I've even had people like recognize me like at the at like local restaurants. They're like, "Are you Derek Tent?" I'm like, "Yeah, I love your videos." I'm like, "Thank you." And that happened, and I was sitting next to my little brother, who is actually famous. Um, he was like, "Did you pay that dude to say that to you? Because you wanted to impress me?" I'm like, "Shut up, dude." uh, we're getting near the end of this pipe. I guess I guess I could do one shot of whiskey for you guys. I mean, I do that occasionally from time to time, even though it tears up my stomach, and I usually and I regret getting into the booze these days. I still like to have a sample from time to time. We'll see what we're doing. So, yeah, let's see. Donald Hughes says the Last Kingdom is also good. My wife likes the eye candy. I like the battles. Very nice. I've heard of that show. Actually, I because of the pandemic and my I decided last year to get a new TV home theater surround system. If we're gonna be stuck at home, let's watch some stuff. So I got like a Sony Bravia 77-inch TV with like the freaking Bose sound bar and surround sound system. Like I financed the crap out of it, and I'm still trying to pay it off, but I got it. And like I want to rewatch Game of Thrones on that thing cuz yeah, it's like pretty epic. So it's been it's been good. If you happen to if you ever if you're ever thinking about like upgrading your home theater system, do it in a heartbeat. Do it. It is so worth it. It's awesome, and like if you are a music lover, you can like if you have a good sound system, you can just hook. I connect my phone. Yeah, rattle the windows much, absolutely. But I live in I got a house that's like 100 feet off the road, so I got no neighbors like in the. I've got no next door neighbors like right next to the house to bother. There's no apartments. I got no upstairs, downstairs neighbors or anything. I can I can turn it up, and you can connect that. You connect it to your streaming service, and it's like amazing music listening. But if you do it, the movie to watch, which is just amazing, Mad Max Fury Road. That is like that'll show you. I mean, that's like it's this is like movie theater quality. I mean, even better than movie theater quality because I get to sit on my couch and drink the coffee or whatever I want to drink while just with a blanket or my wife sitting there. I mean, it's great. It's awesome. So highly recommend you update your home theater thing. You live so far into the sticks, they have to pump in sunlight. Well, I mean, not exact. I mean, I have neighbors, so they're just like not like I don't live in one of those neighborhoods where the houses are like literally. I've seen them where they're like literally that far apart. I live on a 2 acre like piece of land, and I got neighbors around me. So, but I live in a city. It's a town of 25-30,000 people. So, Pat Lester, hello. What tobacco brand have you been smoking the most lately? Nothing. I haven't had a pipe since my last video, 6 months ago or whatever. But today I just finished a pipe. I had some Viprati. Good stuff. Let me grab just a quick bottle of the whiskey. We'll just... Here we go. Bought this, I think I found this in Nashville when I was down last time. Visit my bro. Old Tub, I've been hearing about it. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, distilled and bottled by James B. Beam Distilling Company in Claremont, Kentucky. Here it is. As you can see, I've gotten into it once or twice. Ooh. Smell that boozy. Oh, I'm just gonna... Woody, oaky, little sweet, very nice. Woo. I dare not have any more, lest I risk upsetting the gastrointestinal tract. I just can't have much whiskey these days. It really tears me up. It gives me the heartburn, and I don't know, makes me throw up quite a bit. So I just lay off of it and save it only for special occasions. One glass, one drink at a time. Let's see. So yeah, Mr. Pat Lester. Haven't been smoking much lately. I've been a bad mayor, We've been on this live stream for nearly an hour and a half, and we've explored all the different. We've explored the reasons why. But on the way home, I just kind of was like, hey, I feel like having a pipe. So let's see. Mr. Freeze says, Derek, how do you go so long without smoking a pipe? Smoking tearing you up too? No, it's the short answer is I have not been in the mood. The idea is that, for most people smoke pipes to relax, like it helps them relax. For me, it's kind of the opposite. I like to be relaxed first and then smoke, because it's kind of like a social thing. I don't know how to explain it. I just haven't felt like it. It just hasn't, the mood hasn't hit me. And even when I was smoking a lot, even for me, it was just like a couple times a week. And I always feel like when the new year rolls around, I'm always like, I'm going to smoke more pipes. And I never do. So, maybe, I always feel like I want to do more smoking, but for the last 6 months, just due to the nature of life during this pandemic, I just haven't been in the mood. But now I am. Mr. Graham says, well, I had a good time this morning. Thanks for the video and the chat. Have a good day, and I gotta get this van loaded for your next stops. Well, thank you, Mr. Graham, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And as I say that, I'm looking at, we're at 89 minutes in. And I have finished my pipe. It is now 9:30 in the morning, and I am going to go to bed, I guess. I took my little swig of whiskey, and I haven't thrown up, and I probably won't. So that's good. But I have enjoyed it. Thank you all for being there with me this morning. I think I'll go ahead and cut this off. It's been a really good time, and I guess y'all can expect maybe some more videos from me. I'll have a few days off. Maybe I'll put another one out. So Chip says thank you. Enjoy the chat. Donald Hughes says to sleep well. Chris Garcia says take care. Thank you all. We've just passed the official 90-minute mark. So I appreciate all of you. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Freeze. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. We'll publish this to YouTube, and if y'all want to rewatch this whole thing over, you're more than welcome. Jamin says, glad to get in on your live for a little bit. Hope to see more videos. Thank you. And you too, Bojo. Appreciate you. Y'all have a very good day.